guys, today I'm here to do my very large book of the month unboxing. This is the biggest box I've ever gotten because it has 4 books in it instead of 1 to 3, because you got your normal January book of the month and then you got to pick your 2 add-ons if you wanted. But then if you are a book BFF, meaning you've been with them for a year, I think, you get to get the one of, I think there was 5 options of the book of the year finalist. So luckily there was one on the list that I had not already gotten or read this year, so I for sure picked that too because it was free. So okay, so this is the first unboxing that I've not actually like opened the box and got all of the stuff out, so I'm very excited about it, even though I know what's in it, but it just makes it a little bit more exciting. So when you open it, there it is. So on the top, the first book we have is a very cute cover. This is The Dating Plan by Sarah Desai. This is so cute. I love this. We've got a proposal at the bottom. Okay, this says, Daisy Patel is a software engineer who understands lists and logic better than bosses and boyfriends. With her life all planned out, no interest in love, the one thing she can't give her family is the marriage they expect. Left with few options, she asks her childhood crush to be her decoy fiancé. Liam Murphy is a venture capitalist with something to prove. When he learns that his inheritance is contingent on being married, he realizes his best friend's little sister has the perfect solution to his problem. A marriage of convenience will get Daisy's matchmaking relatives off her back and fulfill the terms of his late grandfather's will. If only he hadn't broken her tender teenage heart 10 years ago. Sparks fly when Daisy and Liam go on a series of dates to legitimize their fake relationship. Too late, they realize that very little is convenient about their arrangement. History and chemistry aren't about to follow the rules of this engagement. So we've got fake dating. Love me some fake dating romance. Love it. So excited to read this. Then I got The Survivors by Jane Harper. This is a thriller. Kieran Elliott's life changed forever on the day a reckless mistake led to devastating consequences. The guilt that still haunts him resurfaces during a visit with his young family to the small coastal community he once called home. Kieran's parents are struggling in a town where fortunes are forged by the sea. Between them all is his absent brother, Finn. When a body is discovered on the beach, long-held secrets threaten to emerge. A sunken wreck, a missing girl, and questions that have never washed away. Stunning and atmospheric, Jane Harper's The Survivors is another triumph by the acclaimed author of The Dry and the Lost Man. So this sounds very interesting. Seems like a very atmospheric book with the water and trying to solve this little mystery. So I think it's more a thriller mystery situation. So that sounds exciting and I'm excited to read that. For my third add-on, I picked up The Wife Upstairs by Rachel Hawkins. This was a December book of the month pick, but I needed to get it for Gabby's book troop readathon. So this is supposedly a Jane Eyre retelling. I have never read that, so it has no connection to me. I won't know either way, but so I really don't even know what this is about. I just had to pick it for the book club. It says, meet Jane. Newly arrived to Birmingham, Alabama, Jane is a broke dog walker in Thornfield Estates, a gated community full of McMansions, shiny SUVs, and bored housewives. The kind of place where no one will notice if Jane lifts the discarded something, I don't know what that word is, and jewelry off the side tables of her well-heeled clients, where no one will think to ask if Jane is even her real name. Meet Eddie. Recently widowed, he has become Thornfield Estate's most mysterious resident ever since his wife, Bee, drowned in a boating accident with her best friend, their bodies lost to the deep. Jane can't help but see an opportunity in Eddie. Not only is he rich, brooding, and handsome, but he could also offer her the kind of protection she craves. Yet as the two fall for each other, Jane is haunted by the legend of Bee, an ambitious beauty and successful entrepreneur with the rags to riches origin story. How can she, plain Jane, ever measure up? And can Jane win Eddie's heart before her past or his catches up with her? With delicious suspense, incisive wit, and a fresh feminist sensibility, The Wife Upstairs flips the script on Jane Eyre in a timeless tale of forbidden romance, ill-advised attraction, and a wife who just won't stay buried. Okay, that sounds so interesting, and I'm so excited to read that. That sounds really good. Okay, very excited about that. And then on the back, it says, which Mrs. Rochester will get her happy ending? Okay, I'm excited for that. The last book that I got was one of the Book of the Year finalists. This is The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue by V.E. Schwab. I am so excited about this book. So excited. This is a long book, I didn't realize. France 1714. In a moment of desperation, a young woman named Adeline meets a dangerous stranger and makes a terrible mistake. As she realizes the limitations of her Faustian bargain, being able to live forever without being able to be remembered by anyone she sees, Addie chooses to flee her small village as everything she once held dear is torn away. But there are still dreams to be had and a life to live, and she is determined to find excitement and satisfaction in the wide, beckoning world, even if she will be doomed to be alone forever. Or not quite alone, as every year on her birthday, the alluring Luke comes to visit, checking to see if she's ready to give up her soul. Their darkly thrilling game stretches through the ages, seeing Addie witness history and fight to regain herself as she crosses oceans and tries on various lives. It will be 300 years before she stumbles into a hidden bookstore and discovers someone who can remember her name, and suddenly everything changes again. I don't think I'm mentally prepared for this. I've heard that this is so good and kind of obviously very sad because nobody remembers her and living a life of loneliness. And my heart probably can't handle this, but I'm going to read it this year. So very excited about that. Here were the options for the Book of the Year. So Anxious People, I read that last year, loved it. The Girl with the Louding Voice by Abby Dare, I loved that one too. I read it earlier in the year. The Guest List by Lucy Foley, we know how I feel about that one. Not my favorite. The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, and then The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, which also was not one of my favorites, but it got voted the Book of the Year for 2020 for Book of the Month, so And then of course you get your bookmark every month. This says I'll wait here with a little smiley face. That's cute, love that. Those are very useful. That is it for January's Book of the Month unboxing. If you're interested in Book of the Month, I do have a refer a friend code down below. If you go to that link, you can get your first box for $5, which is a really great deal. And yeah, so if you're interested in that, you can go into the description box and check out that link. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Bye!